Hey everyone, it is currently like 7:30 in the morning and my giant Sephora order just came in and I'm really excited about it. So I thought today, sorry I'm like playing with my necklace. So today I thought I would try my first attempt at like a get ready with me chatty style type of thing. There's been a lot of change on my channel recently. If you follow me in the past, you know that I was kind of really into cosplay and anime, which I still am. I just haven't had the resources to do that right now. Eventually I'll get back into it. But I've been playing around a lot with like lifestyle content and like makeup and shopping content because that's really the only thing that I've been doing lately. I know, kind of sad. For those of you who have been watching my content and sticking around with me, I really appreciate it because my channel is going through a really weird period. But anyway, that's not what today is about. I just have a lot of goodies that I want to play with, and also like this is my new coffee cup that I've been wanting forever. It's like the 50th anniversary tumbler from Starbucks, and I couldn't get it in person because I have like literally not been going anywhere since COVID. I'm too scared. So I actually bought this on eBay for like way more than it should have been sold for, but grab your coffee. I'm gonna talk about what's been going on with my life and we can just use this as a moment to catch up and play with some new goodies together. Okay, so the first step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. This is not new. I have been using this for like, I wanna say like 5 months now. And a lot of people swear by this product. I don't really think it's like amazing. I think all primers pretty much act the same, so I like it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my brows. I've been trying to do my brows differently because like feathery brows are really in right now. So yeah, I've been trying to do more feathery brows, but to be honest, I'm not very good at it. I just take this spoolie and I like brush all of my eyebrow hairs upward. None of these products are new either. I like have my entire brow routine by NYX. I use the Lift and Snatch brow pen, which came out earlier this year. It's bomb. And this brow glue by NYX. It's not my favorite. I kind of want to try to find a different brow glue, to be honest. And then I just take the brow pen and fill in my brows. And then I take the spoolie again and I go through to kind of distribute the product better because I'm not good at drawing on like the tiny individual hairs. No matter how hard I try, I just can't figure out how to do that, to be honest. Oops. And then I take the brow, oh my god, these products never stay on, they always like roll around on my desk. And I take the brow glue and I just run that through my little baby brows. And then I usually go back with the brow pen and kind of clean it up a little bit and define it a little bit more. And that's fine. I'm not really good at eyebrows, but I get the job done, you know? Okay, and then like, they're looking really messy, so I just take a makeup wipe and clean up the messiness a little bit. Alright, so my eyebrows are roughly done. I need to take a sip of coffee. And now we can finally move on to something actually. Okay, I think I'm gonna do eyeshadow first because I have here the new Mary Jane eye palette by Milk Cosmetics. Also, I love this palette because there's like glitters inside this text and it moves around. I don't know if you can tell, but it's so cute. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of fallout on this palette. I didn't read any reviews on it, so I'm kind of like, I feel like I should do eyes first. I'm trying new Rare Beauty products today. I've never tried Rare. So this is the concealer in 120C. A lot of the shades that I wanted were sold out because I was the last group of people to get on the sale. So I don't know if this is gonna be the right color for me, but I'm just gonna use it to prime my eyelids because I don't have any eye primer. I really want to try the one by Juvia's Place. I've been wanting to try P. Louise for a long time, but like ever since they did like the whole like canceled collection, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's really tacky. So I kind of don't want to buy from that. So yeah, hopefully next time I make an Ulta order, I can purchase that Juvia's Place primer. Okay, so here's what the inside of the Melt palette looks like. So I use ColourPop brushes. They made like a brush collection when they came out with the Stone Cold palette. So I'm just gonna take, I think, the shade Gas Bar and put that all in my crease. Let's see. All right, this is my first time trying the Melt Cosmetics formula, and the main brand of eyeshadows I've been using is ColourPop just because they're extremely affordable. So let's see. It's fine. I mean, the formula isn't like delicious. It's just fine. I think it's blending all right. So while I'm doing this, I guess I can kind of talk about what life has been like for me the past year, because right before March 2020, you know, when shit kind of hit the fan across the world, I was in a really good place. I had just moved into an apartment with my boyfriend. We had moved in together in December of that year, so we were like kind of settled at this point. I was really happy with my job. I was just overall pretty happy with life. If you guys have known me or been following my channel for a while now, you would know that I struggle with anxiety, specifically health anxiety. So pretty much anytime I think there's something wrong with my body, I freak out and just like can't function. And it sucks because the tiniest thing will make me feel like I am going to die. Like if I have arm pain, I'll think that I'm about to have a heart attack or something. Next, I think I'm just gonna take the shade Mari and add that to my crease as well, just for some extra color. So yeah, I was finally in a place where I was happy and I was content with my life. I was like working out and being super productive, and I was trying to come back to YouTube. And then the panoramic happened, and I'm from Seattle, so if you guys remember, for the US, it all kind of started in Seattle. So that was really crazy because, you know, obviously we didn't know what the heck to do, and the beginning was so crazy because, you know, we all thought like, okay, if we just stay home for 2 weeks and do our part, then we can end this. I remember like our government kept saying like 2 weeks to stop the spread, and then 2 weeks turned into like 2 months, and 2 months turned into 4 months, and then the next thing you know, it's been an entire year. And I've celebrated like my mom's birthday, my boyfriend's birthday, two birthdays on my mom's end and my boyfriend's end, and 2 anniversaries, all in quarantine. Well, not quarantine. I don't like that phrase because quarantine is like, you know, when you're actually sick. Self-isolation. I think next I'm gonna pop on some of the glitter glue. Glitter glue by NYX. And just so these glitters can really stand out, I'm just gonna pop that on my eyelid. Cool. And then I think I'm gonna take the shade Cali, and I'm just gonna use my finger and pat that on. So yeah, being in Washington, specifically Seattle, where the panoramic like first started, was really crazy. I remember like a lot of stuff was starting to shut down, and I was still having to go into the office because like they canceled classes. I work at a university. I like film online classes for them and stuff. It was weird because they canceled classes quickly, of course, but then like for whatever reason there was this whole discrepancy about like what kind of staff had to come to work still. So like 3 weeks into the first couple of cases happening, like I was still going into the office, and I have to take public transportation to work just because like the traffic up to Seattle is really, really bad. And I don't feel like sitting in it, and I have to pay for parking at work. It was really scary. And then finally they told us that we could start working from home, and my supervisor was like, honestly, I don't know, because with the job that I do, it's like really, it was really hard for us to find work to do at home because we're so used to being in our studio, and it's like you can't really do that type of stuff from home. Anyway, my supervisor was like, I don't really know how much work we're gonna be able to have for you guys. Like everything's really uncertain, so that was really stressful. This looks fine. I'm not mad about it, but it's not like the best thing I've ever used, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna do some eyeliner now. I've been loving brown eyeliner. I use the BFF liquid liner from ColourPop. Okay, I quickly did my eyeliner. I can't talk and do my eyeliner because I'll fuck it up, so sorry about that. Anyway, now we're gonna play with new goodies. Again, I'm really excited. I'm gonna try the Rare Beauty foundation. So I'm just gonna wet my beauty blender with this setting spray by NYX. And then here's the foundation. I got the shade 100W. Again, this is not the shade that I wanted. The shade that I wanted was sold out. Oh my god, why is it watery? It just like leaked water onto my desk. That's weird. Maybe I need to shake it up. Oh, yeah, maybe I should have done that in the first place. Okay, so. Ooh, yeah, this, I don't know if this is gonna match me, but we'll see. It feels like really watery. All right, let's see how that looks. So yeah, what was I talking about again? Yeah, everything was just really uncertain at first, and it was really scary because I was really happy. And I think because I was so freaked out about my job and stuff, my body like didn't process like my anxiety over like the actual virus, because I was really freaked out at first when I found out that this was happening, right? Because I think none of us expected this to happen. Like I remember being vaguely aware of like China grappling with it and everything, but I feel like majority of people didn't expect the US to struggle and other parts of the world to struggle. So my body like didn't process anxiety over my health for a really long time into the pandemic. But then like once I started, like once stay at home was a thing, and like into April and May was when I really started to struggle with my anxiety, which was so frustrating because I was so proud of myself for not struggling with it for so long. Because like I said, I was really worried that my mental health would be impacted by this and I would spiral again, because when my mental health is struggling with health anxiety, it's like impossible to deal with. Like all I think about is, oh my god, you're gonna die. Oh my god, what is this feeling on your arm? What is this feeling in your chest? You're literally going to die. And it sucks. It's the worst thing ever. By the way, this foundation looks pretty good. It doesn't make me as dewy as I hoped, but I'm not mad about it. As you can see, I have like some blemishes, and it kind of covered them, but kind of not. So I'm gonna use the concealer. So May comes around, and for whatever reason, I think it's because I was spending too much time on the internet. Ooh, this concealer is like really peachy compared to the foundation I got. And I really start struggling. And it's to the point where this may be like TMI, but it's to the point where my digestive system is all out of whack. I can't eat. All I do is sit in bed all day and cry. It was really bad. So I went to my doctor, and it was really, at first I tried only doing telehealth because I didn't want to go anywhere. Like pretty much ever since the start, my boyfriend and I have been really careful, and we don't go anywhere pretty much. There was a period of time where we thought everything was getting better, like in June, where we went out to eat once and we were like going shopping in person, but we quickly stopped doing that after we realized things weren't getting better. So I was trying to do telehealth, but it wasn't really beneficial to me. I went back on antidepressants. I take lexapro. I used to take lexapro when I was in college, when I was really struggling with my mental health. So well actually, I forgot. My doctor wanted me to try a different antidepressant. I forget which one it is. I think it was fluoxetine. And that was awful. I remember like the first couple of nights I was taking that medicine, I could not sleep because I had such terrible heart palpitations. So I asked if I could go back on lexapro, and she let me, and it quickly helped ease my anxiety to the point where it was manageable. But then I started feeling depression like no other. I like how this complexion came out. I'm a fan. You can tell that it's like, doesn't really match me. Like my face is a lot wider than the rest of my body right now, but what can you do? Then I started struggling with really bad depression, which I haven't really struggled with that badly before. I just had no interest in doing anything. I was sleeping literally all day. There was one time where I accidentally fell asleep when I was supposed to be working, and I slept through a meeting with my boss, and thankfully my boss has also struggled with mental health before, so he got it and he wasn't mad about it. Thank God for him. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what to do, because I'm happy to not be anxious anymore. Like I literally don't really feel anxiety anymore. Like very rarely do I feel anxiety anymore. Lexapro has been great for me in that way. But I had no interest in doing anything. I was literally just doing the bare minimum, and I hated that. I was like seeing all these people on social media, which I know you like shouldn't compare yourself to social media, but it's kind of hard not to when there's nothing else to do all day, that were like using this time in isolation to better themselves, and I like literally could not bother to do anything. I'm just gonna take the same shades of eyeshadow that I put on my eyelids and do it on my waterline, or my under eye, whatever you want to call it. So I remember like getting a phone call from my doctor's office, and they kind of, because one of the times I went in to go see my doctor in person, she was like really worried about me, just because of the way, you know, like if you guys have struggled with mental health and been to the doctor before, you know that they ask you like the stupidest questions on like this scale, and like based on how you answer them, they like diagnose you with whatever, whoever. Based on the way that I answered the questions, she was like really worried that I was gonna harm myself, which I have never thought that way before ever. I'm literally terrified of dying, so it kind of frustrates me when people think that I might act that way, because that's literally the reason why I'm anxious. Let's try a Rare Beauty blush. This one kind of scares me. Look at how bright it is. So I think I'm gonna go with this more neutral one. And I've heard that these are super pigmented, so I gotta be careful. She kept asking me like, are you sure that you're not gonna harm yourself? And I was like, yes, I'm fine, I promise I would never do that. So then I remember like maybe a month or so afterward, I got a call from my ooh yeah, this blends out crazy. I got a call from my doctor's office, and they were like checking in on my mental health, and they were asking me how I was feeling. And at this point I was feeling pretty fine, just like still struggling with depression and overall not just being interested in life. And so they asked me like, are you interested in therapy, because we can match you with a therapist that's in your network. So I was like, yeah. I'm not really the biggest fan of therapy. I've tried multiple different therapists in my lifetime, and none of them have really been super beneficial to me. Ooh, I really like that. That blended out really naturally. I also forgot to put powder on my blushes, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. I really need a new loose powder because the only one I have is by Huda, and I kind of hate it. It like makes my makeup look crazy sometimes. That happened, and then a bit later they matched me with this therapist that I started seeing virtually, and I told her how my medicine was controlling my anxiety but making me feel really depressed, and she was like, that's not normal. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, I think it would be beneficial for you to talk to a psychiatrist and see if there's a better option for you. I'm also gonna try the Rare Beauty liquid highlight in Transcend. I'm excited to try this because I usually stick to iridescent highlight shades, and this is like a rose gold, so let's see how I like her. I was kind of nervous to try liquid highlight because I just feel like they ruined my makeup, but this is nice. It's really not as glowy as I'm used to. So anyway, my therapist introduced me to a psychiatrist that she works closely with and a lot of her clients work with. I'm so used to having like blinding highlight. Maybe this is just not the purpose of Rare Beauty highlight, to be blinding. So I was really nervous because I've never seen a actual psychiatrist before. I've just been prescribed medication through my doctor. But the psychiatrist has been really helpful. She actually, because lexapro works really well with managing anxiety, she was like, let's try upping your dose, because I was only on the minimum dose for lexapro at the time. So she slowly bumped me up to the maximum dose, and now I'm feeling really good. I've been on the maximum dose, I want to say, for like a month now, and overall I've been taking lexapro again for almost a year. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling a lot better than I used to be. Obviously I still struggle with depression, but it's so much more manageable. Like, I feel like I can actually do things now and be excited about life. So now I'm just going to do some mascara and lashes. So yeah, that's kind of what I was going through the past year. Just lots of dealing with mental health, which I wanted to talk about because I feel like a lot of people this past year have been struggling with mental health, and a lot of people that are not used to struggling with mental health are now experiencing this because we have not been able to see our friends and family and do the stuff that we love to do for so long. So I just wanted to talk about it to normalize it, because I'm glad that it's becoming less stigmatized. It's crazy that Some people continue to say like, oh, just get over it, it's all in your head. It's so much more than that. So yeah, if you've been struggling with something like that, just know that you're not alone. A lot of people have been struggling with this, and get help if you need it. I've never been of the mind to be embarrassed by taking medicine or getting help. I think you need to do whatever is best for you, and if taking medicine is part of that, then you should really do it. It's just like taking medicine for like your heart or anything else. But the only other update I have that's exciting is that my boyfriend and I are getting our second round of vaccinations. I'm looking at the calendar on Monday, so that's like what, 4 days from now? That's gonna be really exciting. Obviously we're still gonna be really careful, but I did make appointments for us to get new ear piercings because my boyfriend had an ear piercing that closed up and he wants to get it reopened, and I really want like lots of piercings because I only have one on each side, and I am like, why have I never gotten more piercings before? So we're gonna be doing that on May 8th. May is the month of my birthday. My birthday's on May 27th, so I kind of like want to really treat myself. Not that I haven't been treating myself this entire year because of the mental distress, but I want to treat myself because last year obviously was not a great birthday because of the panoramic. So I'm gonna be getting new piercings, and then in June I'm getting a new tattoo on my thigh. I've always wanted a thigh tattoo, but I haven't been able to find like an idea that I think would be cool, because I have like a couple basic tattoos that I got when I was really young, and I kind of hate myself for that, and I kind of want to get them covered up or removed at some point because I'm just like, ew. So I try to make sure all of my tattoos are like well thought out now, and they don't always have to be meaningful, but at least like unique, you know? So I finally found an idea that I really like, and I'm going back to the artist that did the wolf on my arm, which is my favorite tattoo. So I'm super pumped about that. I'm so excited to be vaccinated. I hope that once more people start to get vaccinated that things calm down, because it sucks being a 20-year-old. I'm not 20, I'm 23 going on 24, but you get what I mean. Being a young adult and having these times of my life impacted, and I just feel like I'm missing out on so much. Yeah, so while 2021 still isn't like amazing by any means, it's definitely been a lot better. My boyfriend and I moved into a bigger apartment, and it's like almost to the point where I'm comfortable, like happy with the way that it's decorated. Moving is tough. It was excuse me, moving was so hard. I never want to do it again. Moving was awful. My boyfriend and I moved by ourselves with the help of my mother for the first day. So like we used her truck to move all of our big furniture, but we didn't want her to help us too much because, you know, like we moved in I think early February, so like none of us were vaccinated or anything, and we just wanted to be extra careful. And yeah, it's been like crazy with work because my supervisor left, and that was kind of like an oh shit moment, because I thought like, if my supervisor leaves, does that mean my job's gonna be over? But it's actually looking like I might get promoted finally. I've been working the same position for 3 years now, and I haven't moved up at all, so I was like kind of upset about that. I probably would have moved up a lot sooner had it not been for 2020 and all of its tomfoolery, but because there's a lot of work to do and less people on our team, I might get promoted soon, and that would be amazing. So yeah, life is starting to look up, which is why I'm like, I have a lot of energy now and a lot of motivation, so that's why I've been playing around more with YouTube, and I'm excited, and hopefully I continue to grow, because right now I'm going in the opposite direction, which kind of sucks, but these things happen when you haven't posted in a while, and then people remember you and they're like, what are you doing in my sub box? This is not the same person I used to subscribe to for anime content, you know? So I get it. Okay, we got that done, and now I'm really disappointed. The only thing that I'm disappointed in is the liquid highlight by Rare Beauty. I don't remember if I have a gold highlight anywhere. I just have lots of iridescent because I need more sparkle, I think. I guess I'll just go in on top with my tried and true Seismic by ColourPop. I love this highlight. I should just get more ColourPop highlights, they never fail me. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, everything else I really like. I can't say I recommend the liquid highlight by Rare. I don't really know what purpose it serves, because I don't think it added anything to my skin whatsoever. I don't know if I'm just using it wrong or what, but yeah, I did not notice any change. Now the only thing left to do is some lips, and I do have one new lip product. It is I really like her, I don't like much by Huda, but I really like her lipsticks, and she came out with a new formula, the cream lipstick, and I got the color Hustler, and I'm trying to decide if I should line my lips. Let's do it. I'm gonna line my lips probably with BFF by ColourPop if I can find it. Yeah, here it is, BFF. Okay, now I'm just gonna try out this lipstick. Ooh, it's so creamy. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vibes. Cool. And then I'm just gonna set it with Milk Hydro Grip. Gotta love the Hydro Grip duo. Whew. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair, to be honest. I don't know what I just knocked over. Oh, my coffee, that's great. So yeah, here's the finished look. I look really white now that I'm directly in front of the mirror. If I want to do better makeup videos, I need to figure out a different setup. But yeah, I'm super pleased with how everything came out. Later on, I might do like a skincare version of this video, like the products. I brought a lot of products from the Sephora sale that are skincare, so I kind of want to play around with those more and get a feel for how they're reacting with my skin, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about that. Thank you so much for everyone who's been watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!